Hey folks, it's Calvin here, guys, coming at you with another video today. Today is Wednesday, December 26th, 2012, guys. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, guys. Back to the work, guys, today with these charts. Let's first look at the SPY, which mirrors the S&P 500 index. Today we had a nice little pierce of the 50-day moving average, but closed back above it nicely, guys. So I have to be more of a neutral stance tomorrow with the volume being so light. The downside, in my opinion, is very limited, guys. Look how light the volume is, guys, during these holiday days, week. It's going to be very light, guys, the volume. So it's going to be very difficult for this market to fall. But we do have an intraday breakdown trend line, guys. So I do see a little bit of downside maybe tomorrow, perhaps, maybe a test of this low of yesterday, because that's the first target from a trend line breakdown is the actual pivot, guys. But obviously it's going to make stops along the way, but it looks like this is a trend line breakdown, guys, off this fifth hit, guys. Broke down, never breaks down a third hit, always four more, and we are getting a clear breakdown right here, guys, on good volume, guys, on the last candle. So that's what I'm looking for in the SPY. But ultimately, guys, the downside is limited, guys. I actually did sell some 135 put spreads, guys. That's way down here. So as long as price stays above 135 by Friday, which is 2 days away, should be absolutely fine. Okay, right now, what I'm seeing, if we do close below the 50-day moving average, we are headed to the 200 immediately, guys, because this is the actual target of this current pattern. This trend line breakdown pattern from this high as well is also telling me, the projection is telling me we have a 139 target, guys, and that coincides with this pivot, guys. 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, guys. Also, they have a 150-day moving average on a weekly chart. We also have a rising 50-week moving average, guys. So when you line up all these factors, guys, that's going to be solid support, guys. We also have this trend line as well, guys. That's secondary, in my opinion, trend lines, but we also have this trend line, guys, depending where you draw it. But if we connect this low with this low, this will be another hit, okay, guys, of that trend line. So the 139 level is my max downside to the for this week, okay, guys. Could pierce through a little bit, but that's why I have enough buffer room to get out of the trade if it starts looking ugly. Okay, 135 is the level I need to hold, guys. Look on the daily chart, guys. If it does get below that level, guys, obviously you're going to be looking at this pivot right here, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to go a little bit lower than that. The pivot after that, if it breaks down, obviously it's going to be this gap window, guys, at 138. And then gap fill at 136. And ultimately, that should be enough support to let me trim and get out of that position. But looks right now looking fine, guys. Held its 50-day moving average, so we have to watch and see how it all plays out. Let's look at Apple, guys, next. I didn't trade Apple today, which is rare. I didn't trade Apple all week, actually, but if you guys recall my last videos, I told Apple is a broken stock. It's just going to stay in this tight little range, and that's exactly what we are getting on Apple, okay, guys. The level to watch, obviously, is 500, guys. If it breaks that, I think this market could be in trouble, okay, guys. The next level to the downside for Apple would be about 475. That's the next level I would look to actually swing this baby right here, guys. 475. It's actually a Fibonacci retracement and also a trend line as well, guys. I don't have it drawn in, guys, sorry, but that is the price to look at, guys. But price is only one part of the story, guys. You gotta wait for pattern as well. So it depends how it gets there. Drops straight into 475 area. I'll be looking to swing that baby right there. Okay, guys. Let's look into intraday right now, guys. I believe there's a 10-minute intraday head and shoulder pattern, guys, which coincides with that trend line breakdown on the SPY. Okay, guys. If you look closely, let me zoom in. Okay, guys. You guys start recognizing these patterns by now. This is the left shoulder head, right shoulder, and this is your breakdown, guys. Did close below it. So, okay, guys, the target is 510, guys, which coincides with, I believe, Friday's low. Okay, guys, right here, guys. So it's amazing how targets bring into previous support. It's just truly amazing thing. Okay, guys. So that's actually a nice little intraday scalp you can do right there at 510 if it goes straight down into there and does not consolidate above it. Okay, guys, straight into that level. Okay, anything else I want to look at? Let's look at Amazon, guys. Amazon's finally dropping. I've been pretty bearish on Amazon for a few weeks now. Got a nice little drop, faded for the rest of the day. Now, while everything else recovered off the lows like Apple and the SPY and these indexes, Amazon just continued to fade for the rest of the day. So that's showing some weakness finally in Amazon. Let's look at the daily chart, guys. If you guys recall my last video, I actually called the 247 level as a nice level, and that's where we bounced barely, but we did bounce there. We did get a nice intraday counter trend bounce, but we did close back at the lows of the day below the 20-day moving average, guys. Remember I said when this closes below the 20-day moving average, guys, this is going to be looking pretty ugly. If these pivots here, which should be a pretty strong support, if it breaks that, it's going to go right to 142, and it could get there really quickly, guys. So tomorrow we have to watch for 242, guys. We got to watch for 242 tomorrow with a 50% retrace. That will be the next support, guys. But ultimately, I think the spot to actually trade it will be this 238, guys, with this breakout area. I think that's going to be solid support. Okay, guys, this previous breakout has to come back and maybe test it. Okay, guys, but that's your level right there on levels, guys, on Amazon. Is there anything else I'd like to take a look at? I don't believe so, guys. I'm going to call it a day, guys. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and I will talk to you guys in the coming days and update you guys on how my trades are working out. Okay, guys, have a great one. Talk to you guys later.